Ladies and gentlemen, it is Thursday the 10th of September and today Mojang has released another new snapshot for Minecraft 1.9, the combat update. This one is labeled 15w37a and it contains a whole lot of goodies, so let's dive right into it. My name is slicedlime, I'm here to take you through all the changes and what it means to you. There's a new super flat world preset and it's called the Void. It has a barrier icon as its preset icon, and it consists of air with 127 as the biome and decoration. The decoration turns out to be this 32 by 32 block stone square, and it's at height 4 and has a cobblestone block in the center of it. Now the 127 is actually the biome, and this is the Void biome. It's a new biome where, like the desert, the sky gets darker but it doesn't rain. It also has a number of other interesting properties. Mobs do not spawn here, even passive mobs. The grass is green, the default green, not the pale yellowish tint that deserts have, and water is blue, unlike the murky waters of the swamp biome. Also, snowmen do not melt here. Be careful though, because there's a new bug in this version, which means that if you go down below 0 or above the build limit, the game will crash. There are more changes to world generation. Spawn generation is now much quicker and loading and sending is much quicker as well, which means that it's quicker to get into a freshly created world and it's quicker to log into servers. There is now also a new game rule called Spectators Generate Chunks. It defaults to true, but when turned off, players in spectator mode will no longer generate chunks. This new game rule is used by a new option for hardcore mode worlds after the player has died. There's now a second option added to the default delete world option, which is spectate world, so you can keep admiring what you managed to build in your hardcore mode world. This now also means that it's possible to cheat your way back into your hardcore world, but you wouldn't do that, would you? You're not a cheater. There are also a number of changes to balance and fixes to combat. This is the combat update after all. The first one I'll mention is the bows can now be used from your offhand, so you can now whack away with your sword in your main hand, but still fire your bow while held in the offhand by using your right mouse button. Shields now have a new recipe with an iron ingot in the center top and a V shape of planks around it, and they have a new texture. This texture is used with the default when the shield does not have any banner applied to it, and shields are now made using no base color, but you can still apply a banner to it just like you did before. Of course, there's no longer a need to match the color of the banner with the base color of the shield, because the shield does not have a base color. Weapon damages have been tweaked again, and specifically swords are now a bit faster and come out a bit more clearly on top of the DPS scale. The other change is to axes. With the exception of the wooden axe, they all have the same DPS, but the damage and speed have been shifted around a bit as you move through the tiers of materials. To balance out these changes, they've also made changes to golden apples and notch apples. A normal golden apple now gives regeneration 1 for 5 seconds, which is down from regeneration 2 for 5 seconds before. That means a golden apple now heals 1 single heart of health. A notch apple has also been changed from regeneration 5 for 30 seconds to regeneration 2 for 20 seconds. Massive nerf there, and from absorption 1 for 2 minutes to absorption 4 for 2 minutes. So a notch apple now heals only 8 hearts, but has a higher rate of absorption. The fire resistance and resistance bonuses are unchanged. These values are likely to be tweaked further. Most of the community appears to be appreciating the change to notch apple, but think that the golden apple change was a bit on the harsh side. Let's get into the bug fixes in this version. They have fixed a bug where skeletons and creepers that started fleeing would flee until the end of time. They've also fixed any gateways being breakable using water or lava in a bucket. Offhand shift placement didn't work like main hand shift placement, and that's also something that's been fixed, as well as the fact that you were unable to open command blocks after dying and respawning. One great bug fix is that when holding down shift, opening your inventory and then closing your inventory while still holding down shift, you will go back into sneaking mode, which prevents you from falling off of edges while building in high locations. Note, however, that you still actually do stand up. If you look closely to the ground as I open this inventory, you can see that you actually do move a slight bit up, and that is because you still stand up while in the crafting grid or inventory space. So in multiplayer, in PvP, your name tag will still become visible when you stop to do some crafting. Another bug fix is on a server where you had a spectator, the night would not properly get skipped by players sleeping. And finally, if you ran a hopper minecart over an activator rail to lock it, that state would not be saved properly, so reloading the world, that hopper minecart would not be locked anymore. That is it for this snapshot update. If that seems interesting to you and you want to try it out, then keep in mind that snapshots are dangerous development versions. They might crash your game, as evident from going under or over the build limit in this version, or they could even corrupt your world, so take a backup of your world before trying it in a snapshot, or try it on a test world. If you do want to try it, head into your Minecraft launcher, create a new profile, and select Enable Experimental Development Versions, Snapshots. Now when you save and start Minecraft using that profile, you will be playing the latest snapshot version, which is currently this one, Minecraft 15w37a. If you found this video interesting, then please do help me out and hit that like button, and if you're interested in more of the changes that are going into the snapshots for Minecraft 1.9, the combat update, then head over to my Minecraft news playlist, and there's a link on screen to that right now. My name is slicedlime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.